Hi, everybody. Welcome to the MoreGems virtual Christmas open house. I'm Steve Moriarty, your co-host tonight, with Alice Reynolds, the star of Alice in Gemland. And also with us, of course, is Michael, who's in charge of this production. He's done that wonderful introduction song.
Yes, that was quite fun.
All of our backgrounds. Yeah, so...
I'll have to figure out how to make it my ringtone. Yes, thank you for joining us tonight. We've got an exciting show lined up for you, and let's get started.
All right. Just a few things about how things are priced on here. The appraised price that we get on these pieces are based on the Gem Guide, which is a market-driven pricing guide where they go around to the shows and they go to the wholesale shows and price gems and produce this guide for appraisers and for jewelers alike. So it gives us an idea of what the world market is. So that's where we base our appraised price on these pieces. And we need to talk about payments
and how to purchase would be a good thing to start with.
Okay. So when you go to the MoreGems website, you'll see the green banner at the top of the page. Click on that banner and you'll see all the items that we will be having in our show tonight. However, there are some secret Santa items that will pop up, so you'll have to refresh your page. And then, of course, we'll have Steve's famous blue light specials. And of course, we take, if you order tonight, of course, credit card online, PayPal, and we use Affirm for financing. And you can all do all that online. If the item is still here tomorrow and you do decide to put it on layaway, you'll have to give me a call.
All right, sounds good. So are we ready to start then, Mike? Have we gone over everything we need to?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you could talk about the secret sales. Tell them about how those work.
Well, you see there's 4 secret sales. I'm going to call them secret Santas because I'm not going to get secret sales right. So what's going to happen is I'm sure Michael has some cool graphics that are going to pop up. And then we're going to announce it. We're going to tell you this is a secret sale. Go ahead and refresh the MoreGems website. So you'll see it pop up with all the details. And then it'll be available for sale. And keep in mind, all of these items are one of a kind, and there are only one of them. So if you want it, buy it.
And
Don't wait.
Those items are 30% off.
Oh, yes.
So, and everything else that we're showing tonight will be 15% off with the coupon code GIFT15.
Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell.
All right.
Nice.
I think we've checked all our boxes.
Can we start now?
And we did it all without notes. All right. May we?
Yes.
All
go
right.
ahead. It's
We
all
are going to
set for
start with a beautiful chrome tourmaline. I am actually going to hand it over to Steve because it kind of disappears on the green screen. This is a Christopher Michael design. One of my favorite. We even actually do matching earrings now. So you could have, Steve could find you a match pair of chrome tourmalines to...
Ooh, that might be difficult. Chromes are pretty rare stones, even compared to Tsavorite.
Although, I mean, if you couldn't find a match pair of chrome tourmalines, you could always do Tsavorites.
Yeah,
I mean,
yes.
Some of them can be interchangeable. This one's especially bright green.
So the big benefit of chrome tourmaline is it's much less expensive than Tsavorite garnets. So, and this is one that I cut. It's kind of it's a round, brilliant style, but my own version of it.
Oh, and it is an 18-karat yellow gold.
So,
Beautiful
if you
piece.
can show it.
Sure.
Here.
Let's try this.
So this one weighs 2.99 carats. There's 38 points of diamonds accenting it. As Alice said, Christopher Michael, my nephew, designed the piece. I cut the stone. Praise value on this piece is $6,900, and the discounted price is $3,960. So chrome tourmaline is never treated, so there's no treatment to it. And this is in yellow gold, and what we're finding currently is the market is moving back to yellow gold. So you'll find a lot more yellow gold pieces on our website just because we can see the interest in yellow gold is changing, whereas the market for the last more than 10 years has been all white gold.
And there's just something so nice and rich about the yellow and the green together.
Yellow and green traditionally, emeralds have traditionally been always in yellow gold.
All right.
I say that. The one we have in the show is in white gold, but yeah. So
That's okay.
yeah, they look good in white too.
Again, it's a preference. We're going to move on to the Tanzanite piece. This was designed by Steve Moriarty. Now, there is a debate, and I guess it all depends on how long your fingers are. Bring it up here. What direction to wear this ring. Because my fingers are shorter, I would wear it this way. But it is certainly built to be worn the other way as well. It's curved underneath, so it does kind of hug your finger. I just have short fingers.
Great piece. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my favorite piece of the things I've designed. I just like the way it flows. And this one has really a special Tanzanite in it. I mean, just exceptional color.
And just a look at the video on there. It's just a solid setting. Super comfortable to wear.
The Tanzanite weighs 3.35 carats. There's 55 points in the diamond weight. And all the diamonds we use are FG color, so basically they're colorless and VS to SI1 clarity, mostly VS. SI1 is just a safety for us in case something gets in there a little bit less. But so that Tanzanite has a rating, which my rating system goes up to 1,000, and this is a 967 out of 1,000, which is a very high rated stone. It has nice red flash in it, beautifully cut, just really a great stone. The appraised price on this piece is $7,480. Our online price $5,670, and with the 15% off, this is $4,820.
And just a side note, Steve talked about the diamonds. Our diamonds are also excellent cut, so that maximizes brilliance and sparkle, just to really offset our beautiful gems, to complement
and
them.
never a synthetic.
No. And then did you give him a price?
I did.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yes, great piece. We've sold it a couple of times with different stones, larger and smaller. Again, I don't know if you saw how it kind of curves underneath, so it does hug the finger.
And give it a quick shot in the
Okay.
camera. Mike, give me that camera. Whoop. You can see that red flash in there. I mean, it's really a remarkable
that
stone.
Tanzanite's stunning.
So,
Especially for a pear shape, because pear shapes tend to either be a little on the dead side or the tip is overly dark.
yeah.
So to get a beautiful pear shape is just, it's a rarity.
So, yeah, great stone.
Okay. All right, next we have this pretty little pendant I have on. It is a garnet. Piece was designed by Christopher Michael. Stone was cut by Steve. It's a rhodolite garnet. It's hard to see there are diamonds in the bail. It's a gorgeous piece. And it is on this nice Cuban link white gold chain. So it could be worn on a thin chain. It could be worn on a nice heavier chain. I think it complements it really nicely.
Yeah, Chris did a great job on the piece.
Yeah.
And I think this is, I did an all step cut on this stone, and it's a large stone. It weighs 14.86 carat. Garnet typically get overly dark as they get bigger, but this stone is just bright and cheery.
It's a big garnet. I mean, about 3/4 of an inch, I'm thinking.
So the appraised price on this piece is $8,500. With the 15% off our regular price, it's $5,060.
It's beautiful. And then what's the diamond carat weight in here?
47 points.
Oh, so almost a half a carat. And a nice amount of white gold.
Yeah, nice design on the side of the piece. And,
It's big, but
and
it's
the
not
diamonds are big. I mean,
Yes.
they're
We like
big enough to
diamonds.
see. Yes. So this comes from Tanga in Tanzania, and there's no treatments for almost all garnets. They don't take any treatment at all.
That's Garnet's my favorite stone.
Mine
Like
too.
all the
It's my
color-
birthstone too.
It's not my birthstone, but it's just like it just amazes me at
Yeah.
all the colors it can come in, and even color change.
And the market has agreed with us because the value of garnets has gone up so much in recent years, just because they're beautiful, they're bright, they're
Yes.
rare, they've been underpriced for many years, and it's the market is catching up with what the real value of garnets is. And they kind of, like I say, it comes in all different colors.
All different colors,
yeah.
and it's amazing how much life they have too. They just you think about garnets, of what you've known, and it's just that flat kind of brownish red color, and it's just amazing. Like,
well, I still
what they
remember selling a garnet to a jeweler, and every diamond dealer that came in, it was a round brilliant, and he'd show it to them and say it was a diamond, and they'd just go nuts, because it had so much brilliance. You cut it like a round brilliant, it looks like a diamond.
it's not a small one. Nice chain ends.
So the 18-inch weighs 15.3 grams. The regular price $25.80, and with the 40% off, it's $1,548. The 20-inch weighs 16.5 grams. Regular price $32.25, and with the 40% off, it's $19.35.
That's a steal.
And the 24-inch weighs 19.2 grams. It's $37.20, and with the 40 off, it's $22.30. And then the yellow gold one is about the same. With the 40 off, it's $21.36. And the 24-inch or the